Thanks, Andrew, for sitting down with us today. So in a previous video, we talked about why we're migrating from the Eclipse-based designer in IBM Digital Process Automation to the web-based designer. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to get started. So I guess that's the first question for you. How does someone get started when they're faced with this tremendous migration?
So the first thing we want to look at is which of your assets you actually are planning on doing any updates or changes to in the foreseeable future. For the ones that you're not looking to do any additional work on, we can probably leave them. They will continue to work properly in the existing technologies. For all the others where we're doing continuous process improvement, we're rolling out updates to our users on a very regular basis and all of that, we really want to be in a position where that sort of progress doesn't get blocked. So the first step is to identify all of the assets that are in that solution and figure out what we want to do with each of them. In order to help with that, BP3 has a questionnaire that we guide you through to help you answer these sort of questions, understand what you're looking at, and then additionally we have tooling where we can take an export of your process solution. We go through it with an algorithm and analyze what all of the items are that will need to be addressed over time. For each of those items, we can take a look at, create a punch list for you, and also look at the size of the amount of code that's in each one of those, and give you a rough order of magnitude estimate of what it's going to take to address those.
So really a assessment and a plan on how you would do your migration.
Exactly. And within that, for some of the items, we can even create automated tooling that can seamlessly move the items for you over into the new technology from the old technology. When we're doing that, we probably also will bring in automated testing so that we have the definitive information that here's how it behaved prior to the migration and here's how it's behaving afterwards to assure that we're not changed your underlying code in any way.
So what are other things people should be considering, like automated testing? Should we be implementing automated testing end-to-end in our processes?
Ideally, yes. It's one of the biggest gaps that I see today in a lot of people's BPM practices. The tooling hasn't been readily available up until now in order to create automated tests that will run in your system. With that, if we're going to go down the automated testing route, we also probably want to look at continuous deployment and continuous integration so that those tests aren't stuck with somebody having to run them manually, but will run automatically for you on a nightly basis or with each code push.
So when you're really doing this migration, you're also upgrading the way that you're going to deploy in the future.
Yeah, the idea of continuous deployment was fairly nascent with the tools that we started with in the IBM ecosystem. The tooling is coming along, so now we should start to try to move up to the expectations that people have around other development platforms and get into this position where we are in a always ready to ship, always ready to build, always testing mode.
Well, thanks for sitting down with us. You can check out more videos with Andrew and more videos in general about this migration to WebPD here on this channel when you subscribe.